Blessed be Coven and welcome to the mat. If you are brand new here and you've perhaps stumbled across me on the big wide world of YouTube, my name is Bethany and I am the Yogi Witch, and today I'm going to guide you through a really gorgeous 25-minute flow, looking to move, looking to manifest, and adding in a little bit of a twist in today's practice. We are going to go through a little bit of a Moonology card reading. Now, if you practice witchcraft and you practice yoga, then maybe you've done a little bit of card reading during your yoga practice, maybe before, during, after, etc. The cards are a beautiful way to give us a little sign about where we are in life, to help us move forward, to help us release the past, and to kind of help answer any questions that have been burning in our mind. So in today's practice, we are going to take a few little card readings throughout our practice, one at the beginning, one in the middle, and one at the end, to represent the past, the present moment, and the future, and to help kind of guide us through any obstacles that we're currently suffering from. So today you're going to grab anything that you'd like to make your practice more witchy, maybe incense, sage, candles. If you have your own tarot pack, then maybe you grab it now and you do your own little personal reading. But when you're ready, Coven, get yourself set up and I will meet you back here so we can move and we can manifest. Okay, my darling, so to begin today's practice, you're going to come into a comfortable seated position just at the back of your mat. So legs crossed, crown of the head shining up towards the heavens, the root chakra connecting with the earth below, and just close the eyes. I'm going to light my sage here and start to cleanse the kind of area that we're working with. As we are working with a card reading today, we want to make sure that all the energy we bring in is pure, it's positive, it's healthy, it's helpful. So if you do work with sage or Palo Santo or any form of smoke cleansing, you can light it now. If not, don't worry. I'm going to light mine for all of us, coming together as a collective coven. So not only starting to cleanse the space on our mat, but also starting to cleanse those cards. I always love to sage my tools for my witchcraft practice. I really connect with smoke cleansing, with fire cleansing. Beautiful. And keeping those eyes still closed, I'm just going to begin to shuffle our cards. So maybe if you work with your own cards, you can start shuffling them now. If you're working with me and mine today, that's absolutely fine. Just concentrate on that breath and focus on any situation you'd like a little clarity about. Maybe a toxic relationship with someone, an obstacle in your way. Maybe you're just a little bit lost on your path in life. That is okay. Start to concentrate on it here, clearing that mind and bringing your full attention to here in the present moment. As I said, today we're going to be working with a 3-card reading, simple card reading, past, present, future. One of my favourite kind of rituals that I like to do each week, just to give me a kind of hint on where I'm going in my life, because I spend most of my time lost. And then once you've cleansed it, we're literally just going to bring them to the top of the mat and start to slide them out. Keeping that question in your mind. Rolling shoulders away from the ears and just bring yourself back to the mat, to the present moment. Just giving ourselves a few more moments to focus on the breath and to start to connect with not only the energies as an online coven, but the energies with this card reading today. And then all together we take a deep inhale through the nose. And a slow exhale out. Blinking those eyes open, we're going to take the first card reading. So this is the card of the past. Now the first card that we are dealing with today is Full Moon in Virgo, You Are Enough. Now, in terms of the past, maybe this card is telling you that you haven't believed that you are enough, that maybe you've been feeling a lot of insecurities, a lot of doubt. The full moon is a powerful time. It is a time of great emotion. And maybe that past is kind of saturated with this heavy emotion. Maybe you feel like you've brought it with you to the mat today. Now, this card is just a reminder that you are enough. It's as simple as that. Whatever insecurities that you've brought with you from the past that maybe have held you down in the past, we're going to release them today on the mat. We're going to let that go. We want to start to bring in positivity and we want to start moving forward. So take it from the first card reading, Full Moon in Virgo, You Are Enough. And then let's come into the practice. We're going to wiggle our way into a tabletop position and begin to take a few cat-cow stretches. Inhaling to drop the chest gaze forwards. Exhale to curve the spine and push the ceiling away. Just beginning to open up the spine with a few little wiggles. Just going to, on our next exhale out, round into the shoulders, tuck toes under and meet me in downward facing dog, beginning to pedal out those legs here, bending one knee, bending another. So just working through a little simple flow here just to get the energy moving, to raise our vibrations and just create a little bit of magic to help with our card reading and to help with the situation perhaps we find ourselves in today. So from here, you can keep pedaling out those legs in down dog, or you can start to awaken the power within by pressing off the toes, round into the shoulders, and drop hips down, come to upward facing dog. Squeeze the heels together, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Hip bones come back to the sky 2 more times. Round into the shoulders. Drop hips down, come to upward facing dog. Holding 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, hip bones high. Beautiful curve. Final time, round into those shoulders. Drop the hips this time, untuck the toes here. Press into the top of the feet. Holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over the toes. Hip bones come to the sky. From here, we bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep right leg to the sky. Bend knee off, split dog. Inhale. Exhale, draw knee to chest. Step between the thumbs. Left hand stays down. Pull right arm all the way up to the sky. Come into the twist. Inhale. On your exhale, press off front foot. Roll first into a bit of an awkward twist. And then inhale, float arms up and overhead. Exhale, wiggle your way with fluidity into warrior 2. We lift that front heel up and flex the hands here. Find that strength. Inhale. Exhale, lower that front heel down. Extend the front leg and meet me in your Trikonasana pose. Gaze up towards the fingertips, sink a little bit deeper. Hold 3, hold 2, and 1. Bend into that front knee, lift first back to warrior 2. Before we bring both feet parallel, hands to the hips. Inhale, find length through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold here and interlock the fingers behind the back. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Coven. We bring the hands to the mat, and from here, we're going to walk the hands to frame that left foot, so the back foot. Switching our practice. Right hand stays down. Pull the left arm to the sky. Inhale. On your exhale, lower that back knee down and lift all the way first in to that little awkward twist. And then from here, inhale, reach arms up and overhead. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, hands frame front foot, tuck back toes under and lift that body into a standing split. Right leg nice and high to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, right foot meets left. We bring fingertips to the mat to create length, gaze forwards. Exhale, plant hands down, step back into downward facing dog. Taking 3 rounds of down dog to upward dog. We press off the toes, round into the shoulders. And drop hips, come to upward facing dog. Squeeze heels to touch, hold. 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees, hip bones high. 2 more times, press off the toes, round into the shoulders. Drop hips down, holding here for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend the knees, hip bones high. Final time, press off the toes, round into the shoulders, drop hips down, untuck the toes this time, holding 3, holding 2, and 1. Let's take hip bones to the sky, take the flow to the other side. Bring big toes to touch. Inhale, we sweep left leg to the sky, bend knee off, split dog. Exhale, draw knee to chest, step between the thumbs. The right hand stays down, pull left arm all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, engage the core, find that balance. Lift all the way to awkward twist. Sweep arms up and overhead, move 3 high lunge, and meet me in warrior 2. Lift that front heel up and flex those hands here, holding for 3, 2, and 1. Lower heel down. Transition to Trikonasana pose. Gaze all the way to the top fingertips. Don't let that top hip come down with you. We open up the heart. Holding here for 3, 2, 1. Bend into the front knee. Yes, Kevin, roll back, warrior 2. Before we bring both feet parallel. Interlock the fingers behind the back. Pop this chest open. And then forward fold. Into wide leg forward fold. Forgot to say, bring feet parallel. Inhale, use those hands, halfway lift. Exhale, hands come to the mat. Hands come back to the mat and we're going to frame front foot. Beautiful. Left hand stays down, pull right arm to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lower back knee. Move that body to a low lunge. Twisted warrior. Inhale, sweep arms up and overhead, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Exhale, hands frame front foot, tuck back toes under to lift up and meet me in your standing split. Forward folding as much as it feels comfortable to you here. Inhale. Exhale, release left foot next to the right and forward fold. Inhale, come to the fingertips to gaze forwards. Exhale, plant the hands down, meet me back in downward facing dog. Beautiful. From downward facing dog, we're going to walk the feet to the edges of your mat. Shift weight to the left hand, right hand floats under the body. Come into your twist. Holding 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Right hand to the mat. Left arm floats under the body. Holding for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring left hand down, walk the feet to touch, and lower those knees. Send hip bones to the heels, come in to your child's pose. Bring in that third eye to the mat, and give it a little bit of a wiggle here. Massage the space between the third eye. Let's bring clarity into our next reading. Rolling it from left to right. Before all together we inhale. On our exhale, press the hands to the mat, roll that body into tabletop, and once again take a few cat-cow stretches to wiggle out that energy. Inhale, drop the chest, gaze forwards. Exhale, curve the spine, push the ceiling away. Taking it a few more times. Before we bring the knees to touch, sit back onto the heels, come to hero's pose, flip palms to the sky and close the eyes here. Bring your attention back into the question you asked at the beginning of the practice, what it is you need the cards to tell you. We've had the first card, full moon in Virgo, you are good enough. Encouraging us to release our insecurities, releasing that kind of fear that maybe the past is holding us back, especially if it felt like we weren't good enough. I feel this card very deeply. So let's move on to the second card, the present card reading. Aha! Fantastic. New moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. This is absolutely, I really love card readings, hence why I'm so excited. This is absolutely perfect. The first card was telling us to believe that we're good enough. The second card is the new moon in Leo. A new moon is a time of new beginnings. It's a time of healing. It's a time of reflections, of embracing that darkness. Now, we have moved on from the insecurities of the past. Now, this card of the present moment is telling us to move forward with our confidence. Now, this is not telling you to be arrogant, but the Leo star sign is a star sign of confidence, of pride, of that ego. Now, not necessarily in a bad way, in the sense of the lion is the king of the jungle. I know it's the king of the jungle. It doesn't have to say. It has a quiet kind of humbleness around it. And this is exactly what this card is telling you to do. It is telling you to embrace the skills you have. You are on the right path in life. Whatever it is, maybe those doubts have been filling your mind up, but don't let them. Embrace what this new moon in Leo is bringing you. Confidence is key. Wear that key proudly and let it unlock the secrets to your future. What a beautiful card. Oh, I love card readings. I will include in the link description below the cards I am using. They are really beautiful Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland, but I will include the tag below. Okay, so before we come on to the final card reading, after a little bit of Shavasana, we're going to take one more powerful pose. Now, one of my favorite poses to do, especially when I'm feeling lost or ungrounded, is a headstand. But this is completely optional. If you don't have headstand in your practice, then I invite you to come to a Sphinx pose. Now, yes, they might seem a little bit different, but a Sphinx pose is just a grounding of pose as headstands. What you're going to do is come onto the belly, and then bring the forearms to the mat. So elbows stacked under the shoulders, point those toes to the back corners and start to feel that lift. Let's embrace that lion, the beautiful Sphinx pose. Close the eyes and activate this pose by pressing into the hands to find that lift. Now, if you have a headstand in your practice, you might choose to take a headstand, but this is completely dependent on how you're feeling in this practice today. I'm going to take my headstand just because it is something that I connect with. stay here in Sphinx. If you don't like Sphinx, come to Child's Pose. If you had headstand, you're going to come with me to headstand, but we're going to hold it, whatever pose we choose, for 10 breaths. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out. If you're in headstand, point those toes to the skies, to the heavens. If you're in Sphinx, keep that heart lifted for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you're in Sphinx, relax the body down. If you're in headstand, come to Child's Pose. And then wherever you are, come to meet me in a seated position. Let's take a couple of final stretches. On our inhale, we reach arms to the sky. Exhale, twist over to the left-hand side of your mat. Inhale, reach hands to the sky. Exhale, twist to the right-hand side. Gently bring the body to the center, hands to the knees, and give yourself some gorgeous shoulder rolls. Rolling them in one direction. Rolling them in another. Before we bring the palms to face towards the sky, let's move to Gyan Mudra. Thumb and index finger come to touch. Open up the 3 fingers and roll shoulders away from the ears. A few final moments of meditation. We've created some beautiful magic through our movements today. Simple movements, but strong, powerful movements. We've connected with the world above, the world below, the world in between to help us with our kind of path in life, to help us answer any questions we have burning in the mind. And so the final card is going to be the future card. Focus on it now. Focus on what you need the universe to answer. If those eyes are closed, we gently blink them open. Let's choose our final card, the card for the future. New moon in Capricorn. Your hard work is paying off. Maybe you came to the mat today questioning where you're going in life, maybe questioning why the things you've been working towards haven't kind of happened yet. Maybe they're not quite in your life. That's okay. The universe does work in mysterious ways, and sometimes we need to practice the art of patience. This card, the new moon in Capricorn, is telling us that there are new moons, I can't even speak. The new moon in Capricorn is telling us that there are new beginnings coming. Your hard work is paying off, maybe if you can't see it yet. Sometimes it can take a while for our dreams to come true, especially when they're big dreams. I take this card very personally. I always have big dreams. I've spoken about them a lot. And The way I read this card is that the new moon is a time of new beginnings. It's a time of reflection. It's a time of healing. Once we've worked with the idea of letting go of insecurities, of working with our confidence, then this will pay off. But dreams don't just happen. They take a lot of work to happen. And this might be a small dream. This might be a big dream. It does not matter. It takes work to manifest what we want in life. When it comes to a witchcraft practice or magical work, they don't just happen like that. You have to work hard at it. You have to set those intentions, and you really have to come to the mat with clarity of mind, what it is you are exactly looking for. And this is what this card is asking. Keep putting in that work, keep building the foundations, and your dreams will come true, my darlings. Now, I'm going to include a little bit of a deeper description of these cards just in a moment on to the screen to help you delve a little bit further into this reading. This reading throughout the practice was just a quick little one, just to kind of give you that guidance, give you the points, key points of where we need to be going. But I'm definitely hoping on bringing some more card readings into my practices. And the title of this flow, Move and Manifest, is actually a hint towards a very exciting project of mine. So this year, in January 2022, I launched my first ever 30 Days of Yoga Challenge to kickstart the new year. 30 days of 30 flows, focus on creating that magic and focus on creating that sense of empowerment. And I am super proud and excited to announce that my brand new course for January 2023 is now live and you are now able to sign up to it. It is called Move and Manifest, and in these 30 days, we are going to look at creating magic through our movement, but also manifesting a beautiful year ahead. So throughout these flows, we are going to explore a range of different practices and versions, mandala, restorative yin, etc. And we're also going to be working with a lot of magical tools such as sage, crystal healing, incense, color magic, moonology cards, etc, etc. It's going to be a really magical practice. You can find out more about this course in the link description below, and I will be bringing a video out on my YouTube channel as well as my Instagram just to talk a little bit more about it. But I am super excited to move and manifest with you in 2023. Oh my god, I actually can't believe 2023. Oof. So I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Like I said, there's going to be a bigger description coming on the screen in the moment, so give it a little read, take your time, write it down in your book of shadows, etc, etc. But thanking you so much. Oh, hello. What have you got in your mouth? Are you bringing me a feather? But thanking you so much for joining me today, Coven. I really hope you enjoyed this practice, and I really hope to see you again soon. From the bottom of my heart, I'm sending so much love and so much magic from me to you. And Mental Luna and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Blessed be, Coven.